Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Seldom Heard Music here on public radio in the Ozarks, KSMU.
It's all about the music. That's been my philosophy, since day one.
I'm Mike Smith, host and originator of this program back in August of 1982.
For 40 years, Mike Smith has been bringing bluegrass music to the Springfield metro area through his show Seldom Heard Music that airs Saturday evenings on KSMU. He got his start in radio while in high school, in between his studies and working in a lead mine. But his love for the medium wouldn't stay gone for long.
I was hired as a student here. I came to MSU on the GI Bill. I saw an ad in a publication called the Little Nile News, and with my previous experience and interest, I decided to apply and got the job.
During his tenure, Smith would go on to become chief announcer, news director, and content coordinator for the radio station. In 1982, he launched what would become a staple program for the local NPR affiliate.
My boss at the time, Arlen Diamond, our general manager, said, sure, let's go ahead and do this show that you'd like to do. And so that's just as simple as it started. It started out as a 1-hour show, and then it evolved into that 2-hour broadcast that it is today.
Although he's brought bluegrass to the Springfield area for 4 decades, his love for string music started at a young age while watching the Dillards make some guest appearances on The Andy Griffith Show. While he is a fan of all music, he says bluegrass brings something different to the table.
Nominated as Song of the Year.
The purity of the wires and wood, the sounds, and the talent level of these folks that I saw flat picking their instruments just amazed me. The harmonies, the melodies, all that stuff just, really had me hooked.
His love for bringing bluegrass to his listeners has led to several accomplishments. One of those being the first radio host in the country to play the O Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack on American radio, with a little help from a coworker who had recently visited Paris, France.
When they saw the film, O Brother, was showing at a French theater, a Paris theater, they got in immediately. And then they also learned that the soundtrack was available in Paris at a record store just down the street from the theater. And this was in July of 2000. Now, the album was not released in America until November of that year.
They brought him a copy of the CD, and he would go on to play it on his show. Record executives caught wind of this and sent him a copy of the CD in a commemorative Dapper Dan case.
I thought it was a big deal, and I still do. I'm very proud of that, especially after seeing what O Brother, Where Art Thou did to increase awareness and appreciation of bluegrass music.
To this day, Smith still enjoys his day-to-day routine in the recording booth.
KSMU.
It's exciting for me. It's enjoyable. I learn a lot of things, and doing research and find interest, and hopefully pass that interest information along to listeners.
He says the music is popular across the country, but it has a special place here in the Ozarks.
It is our music, and making people aware of it and seeing an enjoyment, in someone's eyes or face means a lot to me, as well. So, yeah, I hope I've made a difference and have had some sort of impact.
With over 2,000 shows under his belt and 4 decades of being on air, Smith knows he won't be around forever. While there are no plans for him to stop broadcasting anytime soon, when the time comes, he's hopeful someone else can bring attention to music that is seldom heard.
I hope there'll be someone who can pick up the mantle. I think the music needs to be heard, and having it on a radio station, I think, is important, and especially this radio station, Springfield's public radio station is the place where, it should be.